Have you been wondering why all of a sudden when you are doing a workout or any other physical activity, you begin to feel really dizzy and weak? This is most likely because you are dehydrated.
Very dehydrated.
And also because your electrolyte balance is completely out of whack. But I will tell you what that means and how to fix it in just a second. First, let's talk about sweat. When you are performing any challenging physical activity, you will start to sweat. The amount of sweat that you will be producing will depend on a couple of things. One of them being genetics. Some people just sweat more than others. But there are other factors to how much you will be sweating, like the intensity of the physical activity you are performing, or just if the temperature that you are performing the activity at is too high, which will cause your body to overheat and produce more sweat, because it will try to cool itself down with the sweat. When you are sweating, you are not only losing water, but also important electrolytes, mostly salt, which as well as the water will need to be replenished in some way. I'm gonna talk about that later in the video. And if you are hearing the word electrolytes for the first time in your life, let me quickly tell you what they are. Electrolytes are minerals in your body that help you maintain important body functions like muscle contractions, nerve signals and fluid balance. That's why you can start cramping like crazy when you are in a desperate need for some water and minerals like salt. Now let's talk about the water consumption. There is no predetermined number that you should follow. And the water consumption varies from person to person. Just drink when you are thirsty. And then you can judge by the color of your pee when you go to the bathroom. Your pee should be clear or just slightly yellow. If it's like super dark and it smells bad, it means that you are not hydrated enough and that you should increase your water intake. When it comes to being ideally hydrated for any physical activity, you should drink enough water a couple of hours before you even start doing any activity. And then, during the activity, take small sips as needed. Definitely don't drink crazy amounts of water at once, as you will be bloated as hell, and it can even be fatal if you really overdo it. But that really applies to everything in life. Even water can become a poison when you drink a lot of it at once. Now you might be wondering, are hydration sports drinks even worth using? Well, yes, but not all of them. When you look on the sports drinks market, you will most likely see the two most popular hydration drinks right now, Prime and Gatorade. One of them is great for sports hydration, and the other one is just a sugary tasting drink with tons of potassium. But Winnie, isn't potassium an electrolyte too? Yes it is, but as I said earlier, the most important electrolyte is salt, which Prime has almost none of. So by drinking Prime, you are not rehydrating at all. All you are doing is creating an even bigger imbalance of electrolytes. And if you want to perform your best, this is definitely not going to help you with that. It's just a marketing gimmick so they can say that they have so much more electrolytes in their drink than their competition. But this couldn't be further from the truth. No salt in Prime means no hydration for you. So stick with Gatorade or any other drink that actually has a good amount of salt in it. And if you still want to drink Prime because you like the flavor, I recommend to put a small pocket of salt into your Prime drink, which will actually make it an effective hydration drink. And if you want to save money, you can buy a powdered hydration drink, which will be more cost effective than buying a new bottle of Gatorade every time. And if you are like on a super budget, just sprinkle some salt into your water and you got yourself a super budget hydration drink. And you can also have some salty food in your pre-workout meal. That is going to help you stay hydrated. And the last thing you might want to know about the sports hydration drinks is if you should choose the sugar-free or the normal version with sugar. This really depends on your preferences. If you are on a cut and don't want any extra calories, then the sugar-free version is the right choice. On the other hand, drinking the version with sugar can speed up the process of rehydration. Plus some extra carbs are always useful as they will give you some extra energy during your physical activity of choice. To conclude, if the hydration sport drinks are useful, I would say yes. They are a great option for refilling electrolytes and to keep you going for a longer time. I would only advise to use these drinks for like combat athletes, runners, football or hockey players or any other sport like that. I don't think that it's needed for your regular workouts at the gym. If they are less than 2 hours long and if you are not working out in like 35 degrees Celsius, then you will be completely fine. But there can for sure be some genetic outliers that might benefit from refilling the electrolytes in your body. But I would say that for a common guy, it's not needed. You can experiment with this by yourself in your next workout. Grab yourself a Gatorade or something and sip on it throughout the workout and see if it's going to improve your performance or not. Thanks for watching. I hope that you learned something today. Please subscribe and like the video. And if you want to see more, click on one of the playlists on the screen right now. Thanks!